Morning, my name is Cassie and I'm live here at the Urban Farming Institute in Oakland Park, Florida. And today we are going to be sharing some of the stuff that we got in our CSA share and what you can do with it. So a quick reminder, we love the items in our CSA share, especially because they are herbicide, fungicide, and pesticide free. So we really take a lot of pride in the way that we care for our plants. And it is definitely a farm share adventure, as we like to call it, because this morning we thought we were going to have lots of pak choy in our garden. And if you tuned in earlier, I'm sure you heard that we had a huge iguana actually count the hydroponic or climb the hydroponic tower. So today we are going to just highlight a couple of the recipes that are in a couple of the items that are in our share. So two of the things that we had in our share were turmeric and ginger. So if you have had these before, maybe you've had them when you're eating sushi, they have it very slivered, the pickled ginger. Maybe you've had it in spices or in curries. But if you get it like this, you might not have any idea what to do with it. So today I'm going to talk about two different quick, easy recipes that you can do. The first one we are going to talk about is a ginger turmeric lemon shot. So this is really great for the immune system. You know that lately we really want to be consuming things that help support our body during COVID-19. So we'll talk about a little bit of the different benefits. I am actually really lucky. A professor of mine, Dr. Gordon, she has made this shot numerous times before because not only is it good for your immune system, it's a really good anti-inflammatory, antioxidant type drink that you can use. So the first thing I'm going to do is just break off a piece of ginger. Now, ginger has a very strong taste. You can, if you want, shave it, or what Dr. Gordon taught me is that you can use a strainer, which means I can just drop it right into my NutriBullet just like this, and I can strain it out. So ginger, as I mentioned, anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, actually is great for digestive issues as well. So morning sickness, any type of nausea, definitely helps with that. Also, there is some evidence that suggests that ginger might help relieve muscle soreness, so yet another reason why that you want to consume ginger. So the next thing we have is turmeric. Now, be careful with your fresh turmeric because maybe by the end of this video we'll be able to see, but this stains your fingers. Your fingers will definitely turn bright yellow. Similar, and it has a really great smell, but not that you guys can smell through my camera, but very similar to the ginger. Dr. Gordon says you can just drop it right in there like that, and we're going to use our strainer to strain all the skin out. Of course, if you want to take the skin off first, you're more than welcome to do that. Turmeric, powerful anti-inflammatory, which we know is really important. So a little bit of inflammation in the body is great. It signals our body that it's time to repair something, but it's that chronic low dose inflammation that is not good for our body and can cause a lot of other problems. As we know, inflammation can actually lead to some very harmful diseases. The next thing we're going to use is a lemon. So if you have tuned in to any of my lovely knife, tuned into any of our episodes before, you'll know that we have highlighted lemon as being a great source of vitamin C. So I'm just going to squeeze the lemon right in here. And also pick out my little seed. And while I am adding the coconut milk, I'm going to have John grab me some honey because honey is a really great part to add a little sweetness to this. Now we have used in the dish coconut water. This is actually great for electrolytes. And it offers a little bit of the taste as well. And then something that you didn't know, but you need to add black pepper because turmeric on its own is not very bioavailable, or it's not very, it's harder for your body to absorb. So actually using black pepper helps your body better absorb the properties in turmeric that are really good for you. In fact, the active component that is compound that is very beneficial is called curcumin. So I'm going to drop a little bit of pepper in there. And then last but not least, just a little bit of honey. As you know, we love using our local honey. And the honey adds just a little bit of sweetness. So as I mentioned, the ginger has a very strong taste. Turmeric can have a little bit of a bitter taste as well. And that's why you definitely want to add a little bit of sweetness. If you don't want to add honey, you can also maple syrup, agave, whatever sweetener of your choice. And then I'm going to put it right here in my favorite NutriBullet. And I'm going to blend it up. You'll see it's got that beautiful, bright, vibrant taste or color. You can make a big batch of it as well, so I'm just making a small batch of it here, but you can make a big batch of it and just leave it in your refrigerator. It'll keep for about 4 to 5 days. And then, as I mentioned, I'm just going to strain it because we didn't take the skin off of it. And I've got a great immune boosting, nice shot. If you want to dilute it a little bit, you can, or you can drink it nice and concentrated. I like that really strong taste and full of antioxidants, anti-inflammatory properties, as well as vitamin C. So the other thing that I'm going to talk to you today about is a turmeric latte. So if you give me 1 second while I rinse this out. Now, I know you might be thinking, turmeric latte, summer in Florida, probably not, what we want to drink in the middle of the day. However, if you are feeling under the weather, we know that sometimes drinking a warm cup of tea or even something creamy is really nice, and it's very soothing. So we're going to talk about a very quick and easy recipe for the turmeric latte. So you can, if you wanted to, go ahead and boil this over a pan. Or if you would like, you can also just, what I do, quick and easy, make it in my NutriBullet and then stick it in the microwave. So the first thing I'm going to do is start with some soy milk. You can use soy milk, you can use almond milk, oat milk, regular milk, whatever type of liquid that you would like. Now, remember, I said that we really need to use the pepper in order for our body to absorb the curcumin that's in the turmeric. That is the compound that's great and has all those anti-inflammatory benefits. So I'm going to be using the most minute amount of pepper, so I don't want to, have a peppery latte, but I definitely want to get the benefits of my turmeric. So I just drop it in like that. Dropping my whole piece of turmeric in. I'm going to use my strainer again. I personally like to put a little cinnamon in there. Cinnamon is another thing that has lots of antioxidant benefits. Also, there is some study that shows that cinnamon might help with blood sugar control. Other things that you can stick in your latte that's based on you, whether you like the taste or not, is you can add a little bit of vanilla, nutmeg, even some other spices that are kind of savory. I have a huge sweet tooth, so I like to just stick with my cinnamon and, of course, my honey. Now, just like with the lemon shot, you can use any sweetener that you would like. And as I mentioned, if you don't want to use the microwave, you can bring all of this to a boil and then let it simmer for a little bit and then cool enough so that you're not drinking anything that's too hot. So sticking it, once again, I'm going to blend it all together. So I've got that nice golden color again. Sometimes people have called the turmeric latte golden milk. And so once again, I'm just going to strain it out with my strainer right into the cup. And then just heat it up in the microwave. And now I've got a really nice warm drink that I probably wouldn't drink outside right now, but it's perfect in the evening right before you go to bed. Nice, calm, relaxing drink filled with turmeric, so lots of powerful anti-inflammatory benefits. So These are our 2 fun drinks that you can make with the items that are in this week's CSA. Remember, that is turmeric as well as ginger, and just a couple tips, just be careful. You probably can't see, but my fingers are already turning yellow from the turmeric. So thank you so much for tuning in, and have a great day.